Today we saw the conclusion of the coroner's inquest into the deaths of two of our brave firefighters, James Shears and Alan Bannon, on the 6th of April 2010. They tragically lost their lives whilst protecting the lives of others. From the time I have spent with Jim and Alan's families over the last 2 years, I am very aware of the impact this tragedy has had on all of them. I and the service gave a commitment to support them immediately after the incident, during this difficult inquest and beyond. For them, I am glad, therefore, the inquest has come to an end and they now know what happened on the night. My hope is the verdict helps to bring at least this chapter of their loss to a close. During the inquest, we have heard the accounts of actions taken by Hampshire Fire and Rescue personnel who were involved in the incident. We've heard from my control staff, from operational firefighters at St Mary's Red Watch, close colleagues of Jim and Alan, and their incident commanders. All these people had to make difficult decisions on the night in very challenging circumstances. For those actually fighting the fire, most of the time they were almost blind because of the thick black smoke, and in searing heat they fought to find their fallen colleagues. Not one of them will forget that night. As the Chief Fire Officer of Hampshire Fire and Rescue Service, I have been committed to learn from what happened at Shirley Towers for the families and also to protect my firefighters for the future. The inquest has also heard how we have already made changes to equipment and our procedures. But there are also national implications that arise from this fire, and I am already making arrangements to ensure that the fire service as a whole benefits from the learning from this tragedy. I cannot, however, guarantee to take my firefighters out of harm's way. To make them totally safe on all occasions would mean that they would not do their job to protect and save the lives of others, something that Jim and Alan did themselves that night at Shirley Towers. We can learn, but we cannot keep them from the difficult and dangerous work that firefighters have to do. Throughout the inquest, we explained how we have taken what happened at Shirley Towers and used that to make improvements. We have instigated our own investigation immediately after the incident, as well as commissioning others to give us independent advice. We have worked openly and honestly with Hampshire Constabulary, with the Health and Safety Executive, and with the Fire Brigade Union. However, let me be clear, the inquest has not heard of lack of resources and equipment as factors that contributed to this tragic outcome. Every member of Hampshire Fire and Rescue Service who took action that night did so based on their knowledge, their skill and experience, and they took the action that they believed to be right. I and the service stand by the families of James and Alan, and also everyone else who has had to make difficult decisions on that night. Our job now is to implement the learning from this inquest and to continue to protect the public whenever they call for help. Thank you.